Success Systems by Bishop Oyedepo Chapter 6 Race System. Nothing is more valuable than insight in the journey of life, but if you leave your life to chance, you don't have a chance. Class equals center. Dr. David Oyedepo. Life is a race. But unfortunately, many do not know this fact and so live their lives very carelessly. They are mere spectators and observers of those in the race. They are like fans at a football match, who know all about the players and can make all manner of analysis, but who do not get any prize at the end of the match. Anybody can be a winner in life, but there's a system to it. In this chapter, I will be showing you how to make the most of life as an active participant in the race of life. Race life is a race, and it takes those who see it as such to succeed. Nobody becomes a champion without having taken part in a race. Champions are not born, they are made. So, your desire to be a champion in any endeavor begins with the task of identifying the race set before you. For instance, if your dream is to become a star footballer or sprinter, the first thing to do is to mark out the race. You must know the rules of the race. Likewise, if you are dreaming of becoming a champion in any discipline of life, your first obligation is to identify what the race is all about. This is because you will never rise up to action until you know the race that is set before you. Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight, and the sin which doth so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us. Hebrews 12:1. You must know what is before you in the race of life. There is a race set before each one of us, and it can be located by one's identified gift, calling, or choice. But each one must know what the race would take. A star wrestler, for example, could easily be a casualty in a boxing match. This is because he is well trained for wrestling, not for boxing. He doesn't know or have what it takes to be a boxer, so he ends up in defeat and frustration. In order not to be frustrated, therefore, it is your responsibility to identify what the race before you is. If it is ministry, you set yourself for it, and if it is business, you face it devotedly. But know that if you are not in any race, you are not a candidate for a rise or success in life. If you are not in any race and yet you're dreaming of being a star, then you are a self-deceiver. You cannot be working and not know it. I was living in a block of flats when our ministry started. My co-tenants used to think I was a lawyer, because by 7 o'clock in the morning, I would be in my suit, I had only 2 then, and be out about my daily assignment. I never spent one day of my working hours under my roof after I was commissioned into the ministry. If you are not in any race, you have by your own hands erased your destiny. So, identify the race and don't toy with it. Respond after identifying the race. The next thing to do is to respond to the demands of the race. By that I mean you should be prepared to pay the price, if you hope to win the prize for the race. There are prizes for only the winners in any race. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize? So run, that ye may obtain. 1 Corinthians 9:24. You must be prepared to give it all it takes. That is, you must be mentally tuned to the demands of the race. You must put your best into the race and not react negatively to the challenges that might come your way. There is no free lunch in life. Every race in life has its demands, and it takes your mental right tuning to make the most of it. You don't just wake up in the morning and say you are going somewhere. You have to prepare yourself to get there. So your response to the race before you is a key to what you get out of it. So, be set to pay the price, if you desire the prize. Reading. You are not ready for the race of life until you lay hold on relevant information via reading. You can't become a champion until you are set to acquire relevant information that will help you realize your dream. Every star product has a trade secret, and until you lay hold on the secret, you cannot become a star. You need to appreciate the value of information in your quest for success. Your reading should be purposeful. You should read to gather the secrets that have made other men champions. You need to know what it takes to get at what you are looking for. If you are correctly informed, you will not be ashamed. But if you are not informed, you are sure to end up deformed. There is no race that does not require information. The cheapest way to be frustrated is to disregard information. Reading makes one an outstanding star on earth. John C. Maxwell pastors one of the Lutheran churches in America. Though a pastor, he is one of the most influential voices in America today. Because he is also a thinker. Zig Ziglar is another great thinker. He is a Christian and a multi-millionaire. He reveals his success formula in his book, Success for Dummies. He said, "Just any fool can be a success, if he cares to know what it takes." These men don't only attend the meetings they hold, they also attend meetings of other men. You can't be a successful thinker except you read. One of the ways of provoking your thought is by knowing what someone else has said. That way, you can know what to say when occasion demands. So set yourself to acquire adequate information. Run know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize? So run, that ye may obtain. 1 Corinthians 9:24. It is not enough to know the race that is before you. If you must become a champion in life, you must also run. That is, get set for action, work. You must be diligent and get practically involved in your work. You cannot be a winner in the race of life until you are a committed runner. The tape at the finish line is not interested in your level of information or determination. It is only interested in who breasts it first. That you slept in the library doesn't matter. The question is, how did you fare in the actual race? Talking about vision in Habakkuk 2:2, the Bible says, that he may run that readeth it. It does not say, that he may ponder and organize. If you don't run with your vision, it will run out of your life. So, you must run with it, as that is what translates the information acquired, your discovery or determination into action. Running is the way up and out of stagnation. There is no output without first an input, neither is there harvest time without first a seed time. So run, that you may obtain the prize for the race. Apostle Paul was a man who knew the race that was before him and was also given to reading, 2 Timothy 4:13. But he didn't stop there. He was also actively involved in the race of life. He was very busy preaching. In Acts 19, he was busy in Ephesus, preaching daily in the school of one Tyrannus for the space of 2 years. He was on the race, running. No matter the training you have received, practice is what makes perfect. Do not allow anything to be strong enough to stop the place of practice in the pursuit of your ultimate goal. Resist thou therefore endure hardness, as a good soldier of Jesus Christ. 2 Timothy 2:3. In running the race that is set before you, don't let anything stop your motion. You must resist every opposition, in order to maintain your position. Don't give in to any challenge in your race for the crown. This is because the light affliction now is nothing to be compared with the weight of glory ahead. Don't give in to pressures and discouragements, as it takes endurance to hit your mark. This is why the Bible says, "And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved." Mark 13:13. There is a demand for endurance, as you will be faced with challenges at various stages of the race. Do not give in to challenges, but rise up to them. It is your duty to resist discouragements when they come. The Bible says, "For a just man falleth 7 times, and riseth up again," Proverbs 24:16. To make the most of life, you need the inner strength or stamina for endurance. Oral Roberts is quoted as saying, "Winners never quit, and quitters never win." If you must hit the ultimate mark of success in life, you must not be susceptible to discouragements. Rather, you must be goal-driven, giving no room for distractions. It may not appear to be working today, but keep at it, because it will surely work tomorrow. Do not quit or give up, but stay on until it works. There is no big conglomerate that started as a conglomerate. Most of the big enterprises you see today grew from small beginnings. They started from the conception phase, till they grew to become what they are today. You too must start from somewhere. The Abrahamic blessing demands an Abrahamic approach. He was not weak in faith, but was fully persuaded and did not stagger at the promises of God. He knew it was going to work. The Abrahamic blessings cannot be received without giving it an Abrahamic approach. So, if you desire to be a champion, you must be ready to fight it out. Most champions have marks of failure in their past records. But because they refused to remain on the floor, they rose up and ended up turning failure to success. You too can. Still make your life count. Do not give up. Robert Schuller says, success is never ending, and failure is never final. Receive. Do not stop until it happens. Do not stop until the goal is reached and the crown is on your head. Let nothing satisfy you until you realize the fullness of the purpose for which you have set yourself to be a champion. Paul said in Philippians 3:13-14, "This one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind, and reaching forth unto those things which are before, I press toward the mark for the prize." Do not stop pressing until you take delivery of the prize.